Hi everyone. So the first disease in the ocular and ear infections is the acute bacterial conjunctivitis known as ABC. So the causative agents are as the following. The most common cause is Staph aureus. After that, we will see the specific causes. So of angular conjunctivitis, it is Moraxella. Of hyperacute conjunctivitis, it is Neisseria gonorrhea. Of acute pseudomembranous conjunctivitis, it is Corynebacterium diphtheria. So, what are the clinical features of this ABC? It is bilateral and two eyes are infected, but one of the two eyes is infected 1 to 2 days before the other eye. So, ABC has MDRS phobia. So, what is MDRS phobia? This is not a clinical term, it is a mnemonic. So, from M we have mucopurulent discharge, from D we have discomfort, from R we have redness, which is of sudden onset. From S we have sticking together of eyelids with discharge. And from S we again have slight blurring of vision. From phobia we have photophobia, which is mild. So these are the clinical manifestation of ABC. So how to remember this? ABC has MDRS phobia. Next we come to lab diagnosis. We will take the conjunctival sample. We will send it to laboratory within 2 hours. We will do gram staining and then we will do its culture on blood agar, chocolate agar and McConkey agar. What is the treatment? We use topical broad spectrum antibiotics. So they are the treatment of choice that given as eye drops 3 to 4 hourly per day and the ointment is given as night. So which antibiotic used? Gentamicin or tobramycin. Prevention is by frequent hand washing, avoid eye rubbing, avoid sharing of towels, and disinfection of ophthalmic instrument. So this was about ABC, which is acute bacterial conjunctivitis. Most common cause was Staph aureus, and the clinical manifestation can be remembered by ABC has MDRS phobia. Lab diagnosis is by conjunctival sample and then staining and culture. Treatment is by gentamicin and prevention is by general precaution measures. The next is chronic bacterial conjunctivitis. It is also caused by Staph aureus and the clinical manifestations and all the other things are almost the same as the acute one. So the difference is that the predisposing factors for chronic bacterial conjunctivitis is that it occurs only in the presence of predisposing factors such as chronic exposure to dust, smoke, alcohol, or chemical irritants. After that, we have hyperacute bacterial conjunctivitis, which is most commonly caused by Neisseria gonorrhea. So, the clinical manifestations are different in adults and children. In adults, it is called as acute purulent conjunctivitis, and this occurs by oculogenital contact. In this, we see purulent secretions and corneal ulcers. In children, it is known as ophthalmia neonatorum. It spreads from mother's infective canal. So, this ophthalmia neonatorum is characterized by acute purulent discharge and crusted lesion within 1 to 2 days of birth. After that, we come to the treatment. So, the adult one, which is acute purulent conjunctivitis, is treated with ceftriaxone IV and topical eye drops, and the ophthalmia neonatum is treated with IV ceftriaxone and topical bacitracin. After that, we have trachoma. Trachoma is also known as chronic keratoconjunctivitis. It is spread by Chlamydia trachomatis, which is of four types A, B, B, A, and C. It can cause acute infection and some late stage clinical manifestation. In acute infection, we see follicular conjunctivitis and papillary hyperplasia. In late stage, we see conjunctival scarring, concretion, trichiasis, corneal ulcer, which can lead to opacity and blindness. After that, what is the treatment? It is azithromycin or topical tetracycline or azithromycin. Prevention is by safe strategy. S for surgery, which is done in advanced stage. A for antibiotics, which is azithromycin. F for facial hygiene. E for environmental sanitization. Next, we have inclusion conjunctivitis, which is caused by Chlamydia trachomatis D2K. In adults, it may occur after swimming, so which is known as swimming pool conjunctivitis. We also see inclusion by planoria. Treatment is by topical tetracycline or azithromycin. So, what is the antenatal precaution? Which it has treatment of genital infection whenever suspected. During birth, delivery should be done in aseptic condition, and after birth, topical ointment should be given. Then we have granulomatous bacterial conjunctivitis, which will be dealt in another video. Thank you.